Hey guys, welcome to Baseline Beatnik. I'm Brandy and today I'm going to be reviewing Birdman by Alejandro Iñárritu, and it's starring so many people. So I have Emma Stone, Naomi Watts, Michael Keaton of course, Zach Galifianakis, am I missing? Oh, Ed Norton, who is amazing as always. I just love him. Let's just talk about the acting for a little bit. Zach Galifianakis was great. I loved him in this serious role. He still had comedic undertones, but I really dug him as a serious actor. I thought that he pulled it off really well. His performance was good. Naomi Watts, this woman is just fantastic. I mean, going from Mulholland Drive and then even in Godzilla, like, she was just great and so believable, and I just always really like her work. She's always very present in the moment, and I think it was fantastic. Emma Stone, she's just so dang likable. I mean, I really enjoy all of her performances. I just love her. Spider-Man, she's great. The Help, and she's done so many fantastic films that really you see her progressing and developing her craft and as an actor and as a person, and I just really love how she and Andrew Garfield are off of the camera too. I think that adds a perspective and a depth to her that she can bring to her characters as well. This empathetic and underlying sense of humanity in everything. Even in this one, when she's being such a brat, you just want to like punch her at sometimes, but on the other hand, you're like, oh, she's just going through a lot. So her backstory and the undercurrents of all the things that are going on with her are so clearly developed that you see it without her having to do anything. She just says the lines and then she does them, and I didn't ever feel like anything was forced with her, so I thought she did a fantastic job too. Okay, let's talk about Michael Keaton. I thought that he was fantastic. This is the best that I've seen him since, well, probably since Batman, or actually, I saw Beetlejuice, and I just have an affinity for that film. I mean, it's just a little, like, cool, I don't know, with the shrinking head and just all that stuff, and you're like, rah, Beetlejuice, but in this film, he really, I think he steps out of, once again, like Zach Galifianakis, he steps out of the comedic zone and goes into something serious. There's still those undertones because he's been doing it for so long, and I think that adds to it. I really see him as this jaded and weathered actor who is looking for a comeback, and he had a good grasp on what he wanted and how he was going to go about it was a little bit shaky, but he knew what he wanted to do and what he wanted to accomplish, and so the tactics that he used to get to that ultimate end was really interesting to watch. So there you go, Michael Keaton, good job, sir. Then you have Ed Norton. Ed Norton is one of those actors that he's just brilliant. Like, he's so authoritative. I mean, he says his lines and there's no disputing anything that he's saying. Like, you look at him in Fight Club, you look at him in I was saying, what's the movie where he was he got off an insanity plea, like he killed the priest. Ah, dang it, what was that called? Well, I don't really remember what that one was called, but anyhow, he's always so solid, in his charisma is just so apparent on screen, and I just can't take my eyes off of him when I'm watching him. He's just amazing, and all of the idiosyncratic things that he does for his characters, I think that really lends to this awesome experience for the audience to go through with him, and that's just, oh, Ed Norton, I don't know what to say about you, but you're awesome. So the voice sync for Birdman seemed a little bit off. I don't know if it was because they did it ADR, but it just didn't seem to match quite the way that I was thinking that it should, perhaps. I don't know. In the beginning of the film, I thought the percussive elements were amazing. I thought that it really added to the way that he was feeling. It really brought you into the film. However, a little later on in the film, I thought that they were a little bit too loud, like they were overpowering. So it made it a little bit difficult to hear. And that's okay. I mean, I think that maybe it was lending to the fact that he was going inside of his mind a little bit too much, and maybe he wasn't quite hearing the other person as well as he necessarily should have. So in some ways I can understand the artistic decision, but in others, as an audience member, I don't think that it was a really smart one in that respect, because they had a long, I remember specifically, like they had this long discussion as they were walking along the sidewalk, and the drums were being so loud, and I was like, what is he saying right now? I have no idea. Also, another really cool thing about the movie were the continuous shots. They were amazing. They have all these really long extended shots throughout the thing, and just watching them go with it, and you see how they interact with one another, and it just feels like it was so smooth in the transitioning of everything. I thought that and then the scene when he gets locked out of the theater, that was so funny. And they just follow him along. People are interacting with him because he's out on the he's out on the street in between performances when he's supposed to be on stage. So it was really, really great. Another thing that I really liked about the film was the homage at the end when they were doing some stuff, and they have Spider-Man and Bumblebee and all sorts of like little guys. So I thought that was really cool. Birdman, The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance, is great. I think that you should watch it just because it has this really amazing appeal visually and stylistically. Alejandro Iñárritu, who has also done films such as 21 Grams, and he did Babel and Beautiful, starring Javier Bardem. 21 Grams I think that you should especially see. Beautiful is also fantastically good. Maybe you should just watch all of his films. Amores Perros was really dark and dirty and gritty and awesome, and the same thing with 21 Grams, and Beautiful as well. He has this way of bringing grittiness to things, and I really respect that. So guys, I think you should watch it. Definitely check it out, and if you can see it in I don't know if it's still in the theaters, but you should definitely catch this one. It's really, really cool. Yeah. So thanks for watching. If you want to watch more videos, click here. If you want to subscribe, click here. And if you do, thanks, you're awesome. Thank you for doing that. Great guys, see you soon. Bye.